Happy birthday, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast with your hosts, Jaki and Dan, the #1 podcast on ApplePodcast.com, dedicated to the birthdays you know and love. So without further ado, take it away, Dan.
What does a lawyer wear to court?
I don't know.
Lawsuit. Suit of law.
Why did the lawyer think the judge was flirting with him? Because she was courting.
What do you call a lawyer with a small... What do you call...
Easy now.
A small lawyer?
Watch what you can say these days.
I actually don't think I can say that one, so I'm going to
Oh, okay.
pass.
Hung juror.
There it is.
Maybe. Well, I know we're having some fun with these jokes, but if I can get serious for a minute, something that's been on my mind lately
Yeah.
is that we used to be able to go to the BBQ smokehouse, but now all we have are LGBTQ woke houses.
It's true. Sucks.
What is that? What is a woke house?
Let's talk business.
Let's talk about business.
Isn't that a Flight of the Conchords song?
Let's talk
Business
about business
time.
All right, here's the thing. Have you ever seen people post on Facebook or Twitter? It's like a grid picture of like McDonald's and Walmart, Burger King, Hardee's, whatever. And it's like one of these has to go, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. One of these has to go. Flight of the Conchords, The Office, Parks and Rec, The League, Eastbound and Down, Letterkenny, Frasier, Dharma and Greg, Shorty's Watching Shorties, or Saturday Night Live.
The League,
What?
100%.
Saturday Night Live.
I wouldn't answer.
What's The League? I've never seen that.
It's about like fantasy football, isn't it?
Yes, it's a fantasy football comedy.
Ew.
You know what I consider fantasy football is Quidditch.
Yeah.
That's kind of a...
Football is fantasy football. It's just a touching game that men made up.
It is a fantasy. You're right.
It's touching and rubbing.
Jaki.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. You're not gonna do.
Oh,
You're gonna.
Man. This has become a Thursday night routine where at 7:15 my cats come upstairs, take a huge stinky dump.
Cat feces. If you were pregnant right now, your baby would be sick and it would kill you
Yeah,
too.
and I got 5 babies rolling around my tummy. And by the way, people think I'm pregnant because of that audio clip, so...
Oh, well, you said it.
Listeners, I'm not pregnant.
And I don't
Prove
really.
it.
I'm just eating good.
Let's
Real
see the
good.
blood.
There's no blood. Actually, yeah, that's true. There's no
Well,
blood.
then checkmate.
Let me see your blood. Oh, how far along are you? Oh, 8 months? Can I see some blood? No?
See that blood.
Thought you said you were pregnant.
Oh, seriously, it's bad for pregnant women to eat
I
cat
know.
feces. But it's one of those things that,
It hurts the
people,
baby.
they just get cravings for. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it's like something in our biology. They just crave the cat feces when
Yeah.
they're pregnant.
Everything in moderation is okay during pregnancy.
But why does God curse women and man, mostly women, with most desiring the things that hurt them the most?
I don't know. I ask myself that every
Anal
day.
sex.
Okay, well, yeah.
Hard candy.
Women desire men more than anything in the world, and nothing hurts women more than man. And I'm going to put a hurting on you if you can't guess which celebrity has a birthday today.
I'm going to guess Barbara Kruger.
Jackie, I don't know who that is.
That's okay. It's probably not her birthday today.
Do you know that the normal social... Sit down for a second, Jackie. Come here. The normal social cue, if I say, I don't know who that is you would offer... mansplain to me, if you will, who that person is, Barbara Kruger, because I'm kind of a sponge for information, but I don't want to just come out and ask for it. So if I say, I don't know who that is, that's your cue to be like, oh, well, let me tell you, she owns a flower truck in town. Right?
She is an artist.
Oh.
She did like pictures that had like the Supreme font over them, and then it said like football is for men who want to touch each other's butts and that type of stuff.
Jackie, I don't want to spoil this for you, but it is crucial information I do need to tell you. I'm giving you a twofer today.
Oh?
2 different jolly good fellows who were famously born on this day, September 12th. Oh my God.
Happy late Patriots Day.
Yeah, Patriots Day was a big holiday for all of us. I don't really want to do that 9/11 humor. I would go to a Reddit page called I'm Going to Hell for This if you want that kind of stuff.
I actually have been doing some 9/11 research lately.
Okay.
Because I work with 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds.
Sure.
And they weren't around. They weren't even alive.
Work for them, I would say.
Correct. Yeah, they were telling me that they do, during the announcements at school on 9/11, they do a moment of silence. And then she said it was always awkward because after that, they would do the happy birthday announcements. So it would be like a moment of silence for 9/11 and then happy birthday, Troy.
Jackie, think of one famous man and just throw it out there, and I'll tell you if you are on the right track, the wrong track, and if you're on the wrong track, I'll help you get on the right track, because I know you're going to get both of these. That's all I can tell you right now, is I know you're going to get them, okay?
I'll start somewhere in the middle of the road with Beck.
You think he's middle of the road? I think he's kind of a weirdo. He's kind of like...
Well, on the spectrum of men, yeah, he's pretty average.
Have you heard some of those albums? They're pretty freaky.
Oh, yeah.
But you are actually tuned into something very beautiful.
Thank you.
Which is the Happy Birthday Podcast here on Spotify.com. No. Yeah. No.
Not Beck.
You can kind of try to guess both at once. I don't want you to do that, actually, even though I just kind of suggested it. But I do want to give you the information that both of them are musicians.
Okay.
And Beck is like the right in the middle of each one of them.
Okay, so I would say on the opposite end of Beck, let's say to the left of Beck, not politically, but just if you're looking linearly, I would go with musician Garth Brooks. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, not like the autism spectrum, just like this. If you have, who did I say? Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. If it was the autism spectrum,
and the middle is
David
Beck,
Byrne would be like on the far end.
Sure. So I would say.
But Garth Brooks did that Chris Gaines thing, so I don't know.
That's true. I might want to take that back. No, I feel like Garth Brooks with the Chris Gaines thing is not far enough removed from Beck, so I'm going to take that back if I can.
Yep. I'll give you one take back.
Okay,
and I almost said
back
takesy
Garth
backsies,
Brooks.
but I thought that would have been annoying if I said that. So
and I will substitute him for, Robert Smith of The Cure.
Okay, and then who's the other one?
Kind of Beck adjacent.
It's fine. It's fine.
The other one I would say is Lady Gaga.
Madame La Gaga. Wow. Okay. Well, I take back what I said. Actually, I'm going to takesy backsy what I said about Beck being such just a kind of a, can I say this here? A mind fuck of a musician. Because Lady Gaga, I cannot make sense of what she's doing. If she's listening to this, Lady Gaga, we love you. But meat is for dinner, not for your shirt, okay?
Oh, God, that's not a very good music spectrum. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of what's on your own iPod.
I'm thinking about my iPod.
I got to say, one of these artists one of them was in a band who I know for a fact was at one time on your husband's iPod. Sorry to put that in the public sphere, but it's true.
That's okay.
The other one is not on my iPod, but you would not be surprised if he was. It's a solo artist. They're both no longer with us. The one that was in a band died January 7th, 2020. Almost your
Oof.
So he missed the whole 2020 dumpster fire, I would say. Maybe he was the harbinger of that. The other one was died on the July 4th, 2003.
Both really patriotic days.
On the 4th of July. Yeah.
In what year? I'm sorry.
January 7th, Jada Hutt's birthday, 2020. And one of them, July 4th, 2003. That's the solo singer.
Dang.
And the solo singer is probably one of the smoothest singers you ever heard of in your life.
Smooth solo singer.
Yeah.
Smooth. Carlos Santana?
No, I knew you would say that, but he'd not only sing, sometimes he'd talk during his songs, Jacqueline.
Santana.
No.
He sings and talks?
Santana sings with his guitar. This guy sings with his voice, kind of like this.
Yeah.
He's
He has like a big low voice.
He's like, girl, I watched you walk to your car.
Who does that? Barry White?
Barry White!
Okay. Good Barry White.
You ever hear that song, Girl, I Watched You Walk to Your Car?
I'm a girl watcher. Did he write that?
I followed you through the parking garage. I don't know what that was. It didn't sound like Barry White.
That sounded like
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yes.
what's his name?
Followed him through in the parking garage, and the woman got into a Buick.
No, it was more like Bruce Springsteen to me. But anyway.
Who's the drummer from Rush?
Oh, fuck.
No shouting downstairs.
He's not home. No, I know it.
Yep.
He was on Trailer Park Boys. He's got one of those names that you can pronounce differently.
Yeah. You could pronounce it normal, or you could pronounce it like Gordon Lightfoot style.
Oh, no. I can't think of
It'd be
it.
ironic
Hold
if
on.
Gordon Lightfoot was like a bad dancer. Not very light on his
What
feet.
is his? What's the first letter of his first name?
Are we doing that?
I can't think of it. You gotta trigger it.
Okay, trigger warning. Each of his names is one syllable. And I won't stand for his first name. I will.
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
You're right. It is a name you can either say normal or you can say.
Unlike Barry White really only has one option there, but also Barry Weiss, shout out. Wow. I think you know who that is. You okay?
It just caught me off guard with the Barry Weiss shout out. I'm sorry.
Is that that's like the Zionist?
Yeah, she's been on
think
Bill
tank lady?
Maher. Yeah. She started her own. She was part of that non-woke university.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's that going?
All right.
I think it was just like a message board. It was like an online forum. And if you make 1,000 posts, you graduate. You become a moderator.
So Neil Peart
We should
has
start
the
our own
same
forum.
birthday as Barry
accredited blog.
Weiss. Barry Sanders? Who was it?
Yeah, Larry Sanders from the Barry Sanders Show. No, Jackie, Neil Peart, the solid backbeat behind Alex Lifeson and Jetty Lee. Mm-hmm. And I know what you got to be thinking right now, Jackie. You got to be scratching your head because of your allergies, probably.
It itches bad. And there's a lot of sand in my hair.
Neil Peart, hard rock, progressive rock, Barry White, funk soul, R&B, and disco. I know what you're thinking. I realize they were both involved in music in the 70s and 80s, and they both have birthdays today. But beyond that, I just don't understand, Dan, why you would do a segment celebrating these two jolly good fellows together.
Yeah,
Did
why?
I just read your mind? Why? I'll admit there are some famous household names throughout history that it makes sense to pair them together, like Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. Mm-hmm. Bill Engvall and Jeff Foxworthy. Mm-hmm. Groucho and Zeppo Marx. Chris Tucker and Jeffrey Epstein. The list goes on. What if I told you that for a brief period of time, 1981, Geddy Lee of Rush considered stepping down from the vocal throne and bestowing those honors on Barry White.
What?
Hard to
You're
believe.
kidding.
I know. Hard to believe. I know. But as I like to say, truth can often be even a little bit more stranger than fiction. And it turns out that I've been doing some file sharing, downloading, and I found a little bit of a bootleg of the first rehearsal with Barry White on vocals for Rush.
Oh, damn.
Can't play too much of it or else, the thought police are going to come after me. But I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cool to hear this because we're all big into music history. We like bands. We like singers. So let's just hear how this would have worked out.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Keep on. My baby. Keep on doing it. Right on. Make love to you right now. That's all I want to do. Yeah. Girl, I just can't live without you.
That rock. It sounds like Primus. I like that.
Oh, baby. I'm going to stand up down here.
So kind of cool, right? I thought I would play that for all the fans of rock bootlegs. But, the music world is full of unlikely collaborations. I mean, if you were shopping for CDs in 1999 or whatever, you probably would have been saying, Rob Thomas and Santana, I don't know how those guys know each other. But they did. And there's actually something that I was a part of a few years back that I've never talked about publicly until now. It was during kind of a dark time in my life. And I attempted to get a sort of supergroup going with myself and members of the band Train.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Drops of Jupiter.
Yeah, you know those guys. So, and I got to talking with them. They came over. We rented some studio space here in my house. And once we got into it, I figured that if I was involved, we should be doing what I do best, which is playing the blues.
Yeah, blues.
Playing the damn blues. So it was me, it was Train, it was a few other older guys we found on Craigslist. And honestly, I'm not supposed to be sharing this. But for the first time ever, I'm going to play you our only surviving recording, Blues Train. You ready?
Blues Train. Let's hear it.
All right.
All aboard.
Hey, soul sister.
Oh my God.
Mister on the radio. Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, Hey, soul sister. I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey. I'm so obsessed. My heart is bound to beat right out my untrimmed chest. I believe in you like a virgin, you're Madonna, and I'm always gonna wanna blow your mind. Hey. Hey, soul sister, that Mister on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight.
Damn. That's
crazy.
good. I want to tell you something in all sincerity. My mom would love that.
You should send
You
it to
should
her.
send it to her.
Happy birthday, Barry Weiss. Happy birthday, Neil Peart.
Happy birthday to me 1 month from today, Junior.
Wow, we got a birthday coming up. That's great.
Should we do
Happy
a big birthday
Jackie.
party for me?
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll go bumper lanes. We'll get everything going. We'll get pizza.
And the next one would be Dan.
Damn,
November 10th.
November 10th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next birthday is the first birthday of this commercial break. But don't fast forward through it, please, because this is how we make our money. It's the ads that we sell on this podcast, how we make all of our money.
We're living in unprecedented times. Every day, America grows more and more polarized, not just politically, but generationally. Now, there's a new podcast that attempts to close the generation gap by creating a meaningful, impactful dialogue between our nation's oldest and youngest citizens. From the people who brought you That's a Thing and Here's Why comes Operation Generation. Our debut episode features an in-depth discussion of America's role in the Russia-Ukraine war, with noted professor and intellectual 94-year-old Noam Chomsky and Mason Braden Umstead, age 10 months.
Your war. We don't pay any attention to your hypocritical proclamations. We know exactly what they mean. We've suffered from your savagery for centuries. Stop lecturing to us. Even longtime U.S. allies like Colombia simply flatly refuse.
Check out Operation Generation on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, AM Radio, YouTube Kids, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey!
Hey.
Welcome to Blues Train, the only blues podcast. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Honey Boy Edwards, who died today. He died this morning.
I would listen to a blues podcast by you, for sure. You should do the happy birthday podcast, but it's blues deaths on this day.
Would
you
it
could
just
do that
be
for a
me?
while. Yeah.
Yeah, we already do that, and it's called the Happy Birthday Podcast.
And I'm going to guess that no bluesmen died today, which is always a good day for me. But you said Barbara Billingsley earlier.
Barbara Kruger.
And I'm going to guess that you said that because you don't have much of a poker face, that you were thinking it was a woman's birthday because it is a woman's birthday that you know about. But I also think that you're trying to reverse psychology me, so I'm going to guess that it's a man's birthday. And I'm going to guess that it's the birthday of Frankie Muniz.
Oh, that's a good one.
Frankie in the middle. What's he doing? Did he go bonkers, or is he a normal
Yeah,
celebrity?
he's
Did he?
bunky.
Oh, okay.
He was doing Lizzo thirst traps for a while.
Well, he was
He was
lucky it didn't work, because it turns out
He
that
was like,
she's...
Lizzo, carry me around like a purse. And she was like, okay.
Can you help me out a little bit?
Sure, I will tell you that though your logic was flawed, the answer
Your
was
garage
correct that it
band
is
was flawed.
is a man's birthday.
Right.
100% non-woman.
To me, that's a win. I'm going to take the W on that.
Yeah, take the dub. This guy, though, he took the L back in 2015 is about when it started. He's been a little controversial.
Okay. I can think of a few controversial men from about that time. Oh, yeah. Myself included. I'm dangerous.
Dang.
You never know what I might say.
They shouldn't call you Dan. They should call you Dang.
Short for, yeah, Dang, or Dan Giros.
Dangerous, yeah.
I am dangerous. And I vote. Anyway, I'm going to say Louis C.K. Jackie's just showing her American Girl doll
literally
teeth.
Louis C.K. You got it. First guess? Well, second guess.
Second
but
guess. I don't think I've got one that quickly since I got Hillary Clinton.
That's crazy.
When your clue was, Dan, you were with her. Right? That's not that. I mean, I'm always thinking about him, right?
He's kind of always on your mind, hey? Louis, what can be said about JGFLCK that hasn't already been said? Well, probably most of what I'm about to say, but let's start from the beginning and I'll get you caught up to the present. In the beginning, In 2015, Louis C.K. was accused of being a lecher. It was said that he would invite young comedians to his hotel room and then suddenly jerk off to completion, an act that he later claimed he did not know was wrong at all. Shortly after these accusations were accused, he was also accused by another woman of accusations of being a phone creep. That's right, the Ginger of Rage himself would, not so secretly, jerk his Jimmy on phone calls. The penile perpetrator denied any and all wrongdoing, saying that he never showed his dick to anyone that didn't want to see it. As a result of the accusations and the unfortunate lack of apology or spatial awareness, the freckled phallus himself lost a few jobs, no pun intended, and dropped out of his ongoing projects. The creeping caller was somewhat forgiven by the general public during the great pandemic of the 2020s, and the gist of his genital woes was forgotten due to other more important things being on everyone's mind. Well, now it's 2023, all that pandemic nonsense is over, and he has resurfaced to the global comedy touring circuit and has regained popularity and respect amongst his friends, fans, and colleagues. To make up for lost time, CK has circumvented the media outlets who dropped his ass, and he's gone straight to the source, so to speak. That's right, Louis said F you to Netflix and Hulu, and started his own comedy streaming service to host all of his hilarious comedies, and all of those other men who are given the short stick, so to speak. In 2023, JGFCK launched his streaming service, Acorn Media, specifically tailored for and about men who have acorn penises. Acorn Media spokesperson Jimmy Fallon states that men need a place of their own. Too long have we stepped over the voices of others to include ourselves in the narrative. That's why Acorn happened. Think Spike TV meets Nat Geo meets Guys Gone Wild. This is a channel for every guy, by every guy.
All right.
You know, I had to log on myself to check out the next big thing in micromedia, and boy was it underwhelming. Each series is written by, stars, and features full frontal of men. Men with micro penises, men with abnormal penises, men with pretty normal but strange color pattern penises. The genital differences are what sets us apart, says CK. The content is not only genital inclusive to all types of penises, it's also about and for penises. Not for people with penises, but really for the penis. Acorn Media is for every person who thought they were doing something consensual with their penis and another person who didn't have a penis, only to find out later that the person was actually freaked out the whole time. And it's really not all brand new media. This company has secured rights to multiple shows and movies that fit the branding, but have been around for ages, like Porky's, Night at the Roxbury, and many more. But what are some of the new titles you can expect to find on Acorn Media's streaming service, Korn? The interface for Korn's streaming app is organized by actor, so finding titles was a bit tricky since I'm one of those, oh man, what was that guy's name, people? Some of the original titles I came across in no particular order. A TV show called Why Can't I Touch It? We've got For Worse or Worse, The Story of Our Marriage. She's Loose. I'm the Man. A mini-series called Catch Her Before the Hair Does. And another one, it looks like a cowboy tale, My Way or the Highway. We've got a true crime series called Allegations, in quote marks. This looks like a reality series, My 6'5", 215-pound Life. And then we've got one called Gay Daughter Thought Son. Not Strange, Normal Addiction. He's Not a Monster, He's a Sad Man. True Stories of Insanity, She Can't Be Serious. This is a new movie called Most People Gaslight. And then a two-part series. First one is written from a man's perspective looking at a woman, and it's called Butterface. And then the second half of the series is a man's perspective looking at a man, and it's called Soy Smile Guys. JGF Louis C.K. stars in and wrote every one of these shows, and to him I say, today is your birthday.
And one final thought I have to say for Louis C.K., and I'm not going to force anyone to look at it, but I'm going to force you to think about it, the strange color patterns thing. Growing up, I thought everyone had that, but for me, it's like normal hue of flesh, but then on top of that, there's like a filter that looks like a oil spill in a parking lot puddle.
That's cool.
It's kind of cool.
And
it's
I
psychedelic,
can't
dude.
say I've ever come across that before.
It's 3D. If you put on 3D
You gotta try
glasses.
Gojo. You can get that off.
Okay.
You don't have to. That's just dead skin.
Pour, pour some goof off on there
Maybe
and get
just
to
bathe
rubbing.
more, yeah. Well, let me throw to commercial for once in my
Okay, and I'm
life,
going to
and
run
then
down to
we'll
Redbox. So I'm going to check out a
come
Louis
back.
C.K. DVD of his show Louis, where he walks around all glum in the big city and like his wife is mean to him. Then he'll go down to the club and someone heckles him. And he's like, you could just eat a dick and kill yourself. You could do that because you're a heckler, right?
And then he goes home and beats his kids.
Yeah.
Verbally, of course.
Pig 106 request line. What would you like to hear?
Hey, could you put on War Pigs by Black Sabbath?
Absolutely, I'll add it to the queue. Pig 106, what would you like to hear?
Can you play March of the Piggies by 9 Inch Nails?
That song isn't actually about pigs, I'm so sorry. Please try again later. Pig 106, what's your favorite song about pig?
I would love to hear Buster by Mo.
You betcha. Pig 106, what's up?
Hey, could you play Pearls Before Swine by Red Fang?
Oh yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Pig 106, what would you like to hear?
I would like to hear Moo by Doja Cat.
You know that song is about a cow, and if you call here again, I will fucking kill you. Pig 106, what would you like to hear?
Hi, I'm here.
Hello, Jill.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome
And welcome to the Happy Birthday podcast.
which you
Yes.
can find on
Google,
Google.
Yeah.
I think so.
Amazon.
Yeah. You can find ours
big-
on Amazon wish list.
We should have an Amazon store. We could sell balloons. We could sell wheels.
Jill, thank you for joining us. Please chime in on this. We're brainstorming for some business ideas here. Where should we strike online? What's the next avenue?
You guys are on TikTok.
We're on
TikTok.
Tink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You're on Tink. Spotify.
Spotify, yeah.
Spotify.
X.
X. Yeah.
No one likes us on there though.
Yeah.
That's a big. Unlike if I could segue into. Sorry, you're not supposed to call out when you do a segue. Can I just pretend I didn't do that?
You can cut it.
To segue
Yes.
into something
Yep.
else, Jill, you're on Twitter. Is that fair to say?
That's totally fair.
All right.
Cool.
And some of our younger listeners might know it as X right now because now it's called X.
Kids all call
I'll
it
never
that.
call it.
Anyway, I'm gonna shout out that our guest joining us here, Jill, has some very fun humor on Twitter. If you like that kind of stuff, you're posting on there. I see what you post. It makes me smile. It makes me laugh. Okay. I'm
Thank you. It's
sorry.
every day.
It is every day.
Wow.
Jill,
Once
maybe
a
you could
day,
help
or-
us because our posts, but sometimes, sometimes we go viral. Sometimes we don't.
What times?
Have we?
Once? Twice?
Do you tweet about celebrity birthdays?
Not often enough.
Yeah. We
I think
do,
that's what you
though.
should do.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Thank you.
We're going viral here. I got 7 likes defending Jimmy Fallon today. Because
Aw, we
they
love
put out a
him.
big hit piece on him in Rolling Stone magazine today.
Did they really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it actually is like
What'd they do to my Jimmy?
What happened?
they
I
wrote this
referenced
big
him
article where they
earlier.
were like, he's not even that funny. No, it's
Aw.
it's apparently his show was like a toxic work environment, which I will say
That's fun, though.
I didn't want to get into this
I think
right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Name one non-toxic work environment.
Right.
That was what I was going to say. There was a part in this article where some of the employees, who they did not name names, some anonymous sources were saying that the job was affecting their mental health and that they would joke about killing themselves at work. And I wanted to say, girl, it's every job
every
I
job.
ever had, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, this cat is meowing. Can you give me a second?
Yeah, you're fine.
Let the cat out.
I retweeted some Happy Birthday Obama stuff.
What's your cat's name?
Was it his birthday recently?
Obama?
No. Yeah, what's the
Your
cat's,
cat's name is Obama?
I swear I swear Obama's birthday's in January. I hope it is. Am I wrong?
It's in late July. You know he's a sweet summer child. Come on now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Starts with a J. I think I got him confused.
What if his birth... Okay, I'm going to blow your minds with this one. What if Obama's birthday was January 6th?
Oh.
That would have sucked.
Don't even make jokes about that, dude.
All right. Jill, before we get into the game show portion of things, please let us know where you were on January 6th.
I was sitting in my room, in my bedroom in Philadelphia, and I was watching the news unfold on my laptop.
Yeah.
From the safety of my bedroom.
Wow.
You were there. Admit it.
Oh.
Just for like 2 seconds.
Is it like an hour and a half away?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I could hear them.
Ooh.
Really?
I could hear them from my room.
That's crazy.
Wow. You didn't feel the urge to at least stick your head out the window and go, guys, please.
Yeah, you could have prevented something.
It's Obama's birthday.
I could have
like this.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something. I'm so sorry. I let all you guys down and the world. I would have given that old lady a big hug.
Let's not get politics. Everything's politics, politics. You guys, I don't even follow politics. I'm a pop culture guy. You know that.
Well, let's talk about some birthday history.
We should. Dan said he's more of a pop culture guy. Jill, I'm more of a money guy, and I'm trying to get you a big briefcase of money today.
Speaking of that, can I just step in because I have something important to say?
Yes.
Yes.
We have had some problems before. People have joined us. We say you're going to win this, you're going to win that. They say that the stuff never shows up in their account. And I don't remember. You joined us once before. I don't remember if you got any questions right, but
I got them all right. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, that money is still. There's a lot of red tape that goes. There's a lot of bureaucracy in podcasts. Anyone will tell you that. But
yeah,
we are kind of cutting out the middleman. And if you can look at your screen, if it's big enough, I hope you're on an iPad or something like that.
Yep.
What are we looking at here, John?
Certificate. Whoa. This is cool. This certificate is hereby redeemable at any financial institution for $100 by blank.
Exactly. So what happened?
You, baby.
And there is a gold seal on there. The text is
embossed. It looks pretty legit.
Thank you. And not just anyone can toss something like that together. You got to have
permits,
Photoshop,
license.
Whatever. So
Alamy.com.
Yes.
Well, that part, if you
pay for it still, so it's fine.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So as long as you have an inkjet printer, you should be all set. That is if you win the big briefcase of certificates.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope. Let's go.
Jill,
can I say something really quick? So all these stock photo websites, get rid of the watermarks. I don't.
People can't tell what the image is.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
On this day, September 12th, 1981, this animated cartoon series by Hanna-Barbera had its first broadcast in North America.
Sorry, what was the year?
1981.
That's not.
1981. Hanna-Barbera.
I thought it was Barbara. Is it not?
Yeah, I feel like I know that name.
Hanna-Barbera.
1981.
That's not really prime years for, if I may say so.
It isn't.
Yeah.
No, but think about their small, little half-nude guys.
Is it Ed? No. Aren't they half nude? That's too late.
No.
I think they got clothes on.
Yeah.
I think there was only one girl in the whole show, and the rest of them were little dudes. Little baby dudes.
Baby dudes. Baby dudes.
Little tiny. You could fit them in the palm of your hand.
Oh God.
I don't know if is that true?
I don't know if what I'm. Oh God.
I think you know
What is
these.
it? You sure?
There's a Papa. He's got a beard.
Oh.
Papa, come on. I feel
These
like
guys-
I know this.
They're like a cool color.
Yeah.
They got white hats.
Oh, are they Smurfs?
They're Smurfs.
Yes. That was made by a woman.
Hanna-Barbera.
No, I'm sorry. It was not. That's the name. The last names of two men that ran the production company.
I hate when they trick you like
And I was only so.
Why would
What?
she make a show with one Smurf, one lady?
She
Smurf?
wouldn't. She would never.
It was the
She
only
would
way
never.
to break through the glass ceiling in 1981. They were like, "Yeah, you want to make us a cartoon? I don't want to see more than one goyle. I don't want everyone to be half nude."
Were they nude on the top or the bottom?
In the middle, I think they had hats.
They had like diapers, right?
I don't think so. I think
They
they had like
were-
baggy
How old were they?
slacks.
Were they like ancient?
Well, the one was old. The dad.
Yeah, he was old, but I think they were all ageless, but kind of acted like they were like
30
early
to
20s.
16.
Yeah, millennials. Smurfs were millennials. Could you fit them in the palm of your hand? I was never a big Smurf head.
I think they're small,
So
yeah.
I think they're like little tiny little guys.
I think you're confusing them with a Fraggle.
I don't think so. I'm thinking of Smurfs. I think they're
think-
small.
I think they're small.
Were they tiny in their world, or do you think if like a human entered their world, it would be small to our scale?
That's a good question.
There wasn't there a human bad guy? Or
There was.
Oh yeah, Snarf.
Snarf.
They had because remember the mushrooms were big.
Right. They lived in
Okay,
little
they're
mushroom
tiny
houses.
guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're little baby guys.
I know that this could maybe be resolved just by, looking it up, but that's
Nope. No computers on this show. We're totally
Happy
offline.
birthday, Smurfs.
the villain, Snarf. He was like a balding guy that lived alone with a dog, right?
Probably.
And was his
I
thing?
can't even imagine what they sound like. Their voices.
I don't think any of us have ever seen the Smurfs.
Oh, there was.
I've seen the Smurfs. Jackie, don't put that on me.
Name one.
Papa. Girl
Come on.
Smurf.
Well, I don't know. I got nothing more to give you on the Smurfs. Okay, you want to listen to
Okay.
a Smurf podcast? There's probably dozens of them out there. Smurf recap.
I will, by the way.
I hope that you do.
I will.
I hope that you do. I hope that you make an appearance on one of those and you say, "I was talking to these other guys. They didn't know anything about the Smurfs."
Snarf.
Yes. Not a very professional operation they got
Snurf
going
was the
there.
dog's name. Let's get back to the topic of birthdays. I have a jolly good fellow. She is a girl. She is an actress. She was on fucking Euphoria.
That's what they should have called that show with all the fucking that was going on.
Fucking Euphoria.
Fucking Euphoria.
She will be 26 years old this year. Who am I talking about?
Could it be Hunter Schafer?
It could not be.
Zendaya.
Incorrect.
Getting warmer.
Is it?
Getting warmer by just.
I've never
eliminating.
seen the show, but I think she's like the slutty one.
Oh, okay, that doesn't narrow it down.
Okay.
God, it's I don't know her name. Is it Maddie in the show? Do you have the name of the character or no?
I don't remember her
It
name in the show, but
is
she's out there every day. People are taking pictures of her. She's on the red carpet. She's doing this. She's doing that.
It doesn't say what her character's name is. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if they
But
had
probably
names on there.
It's not Judd Apatow's daughter, Maud.
no. This woman, she has an alliterative
Chloe Cherry.
name.
Come on, Chloe Cherry.
No, different girl. I know. This girl was also on White Lotus, if that helps.
Yeah. Oh
She's
God. Duh.
blonde.
So, am I seriously forgetting her
You
name right
almost
now?
said it.
You did almost.
Just now?
Yeah.
I heard it almost slip out.
I think that was just me.
Think of a very famous
This
I
is,
know
town in
her.
Australia.
this is bad, dude.
Are you serious?
This is bad.
I forget her
Okay.
name.
Think of your favorite Australian town. That's my Australian accent.
Come on. She's got the huge boobs.
Big
I
boobs,
can't-
Yes,
big
yes, she
eyes,
does.
big smile.
She has those. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I like just forget her name right now. I think about her like 3 times a week. It's just
Name one Australian city.
I'm Sydney. Sydney.
Sydney.
Sweeney.
There we
Sweeney.
go. I was gonna
You did it. I knew it was
say.
in there.
Another
I knew it was in
$100
there.
certificate.
I was about
Props
to.
for naming every other slutty girl on Euphoria. Also, that was impressive.
I think
I
there's
completely forgot about her for some reason. I think that I've seen her in a lot since that show
Yeah.
that I forgot that she's affiliated.
Oh, what else is she on?
She was in this movie that came out on HBO that was kind of bad.
the reality
Um,
winner one.
Yeah, well, it was like
Oh, yeah.
interesting, but she was in it and no boobs were shown. So I think I just
Damn.
completely.
That's offensive almost.
What are we doing here, Hollywood? Come on.
I
Stop
saw-
Oh,
wasting our
she
time.
was also in The Handmaid's Tale, which I'm assuming also no boobs.
I
but
did see
didn't
bits
it.
and pieces of the reality winner thing, and it was mostly like she was like standing in an empty kitchen getting yelled at
Yeah.
by men in suits, like, you know, you're supposed to use a computer for other things than this, right? And she's like,
Yeah. And she's like, I know.
yeah.
And that's kind of how the whole movie went.
I gotta get HBO. That sounds good.
We know you're a girl, but this is government computers, okay? She'd go- and she'd just be smoking a bowl, like, okay. And it was 3 hours of that.
It was
Cool.
3 hours of them being like, what did you do with this piece of paper? And she's like, I don't know. I left it on my desk. And like, that's pretty much it.
Oh, so like a normal day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Totally.
And it was affecting her mental health. She was joking about killing
Toxic
herself.
workplace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's based on a
to
real
see
story,
it.
though.
it is. I do
From
remember-
Jimmy Fallon's intern, right? Or no?
Yes.
Celebrity birthdays. And this is
Right.
a big, big, big star born on this day in 1978, maybe a little before your time. But I don't think so, because he rose to fame as the winner of the 2nd season of American Idol.
Clay Aiken.
Ooh.
No. Now,
Close.
may I say the Mandela effect, because I believe
He never won.
I don't think he ever won. Did he? Were you an Idol head?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Who are some
Yes,
of your
I was.
Who are some of your favorites and some of your flops? Who do you like? Who don't you like?
Ruben stuttered. Is that the answer?
Yep. Happy birthday, Ruben.
Yeah.
And that
Ruben.
is where the Mandela effect comes into play.
You thought Clay Aiken won?
I think so, because I was a huge fan of Clay Aiken.
Okay.
It started off as kind of like a joke, but then I became a serious fan of him. And then I would hang up a poster of him. I used to have a poster of his, and I would stare at it every day. So I think in my head, I thought that he might have won.
That's cool.
I think almost everything that's a part of my life started as an ironic joke that wouldn't it be funny?
Blues
But-
music.
Yeah, exactly. But no, Ruben brought home the big gold trophy. And he was the
Bless him.
winner. But, you know,
Did he die?
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Apparently not.
Oh.
No, he died in prison. I remember. Some people remember him going on to be president, but he died in prison.
Wait, he died
Early-
in the Russia prison.
Ruben? I thought that was Jordan Peterson. No. Hold on.
Wow, I think
got
our
our
universe is
Look,
actually
we're all goofed up
colliding.
here.
We're all on different timelines here, I think. All I know is whatever one I'm living in is the worst timeline. Okay.
Come on over to the one where Ruben Studdard died in prison, man. I'm inviting you cordially.
Yeah, didn't that happen in the early seasons? You either won or you went to prison.
Yes.
If you made it that far.
So he did both?
Yes. I don't know how that works, but
They sent him in to prison, but they were like, you also did really good. So Technically, you won. But then they did have to execute Clay Aiken, so that was sad.
Yeah. I swear to God, though, I really thought that he had died too, but I'm not seeing anything about like any serious health stuff or that he's.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, hell yeah. Another 60 years of Ruben.
Yep. This is a little off the cuff, but as I'm scanning this Wikipedia article about American Idol, can I go through some of the winners and just get a quick your feelings about each one? Not all of them, because God, there's so many. But is that all right, Jill?
Right. Yeah, I might forget some of them, but sure, let's do it.
Okay, well, try not to forget any of them. I will say that I was scrolling through the different headers for the sections of the article, and there's one that says audience voting. And I thought it said audience vomiting at first. Like that happened enough that they're like
So there's a Wikipedia section.
Yeah. It's an FCC investigation. All right, here we go. Season 1. I think you know who the winner was.
Was it Kay Clark?
That was my first concert ever. Was Kelly Clarkson.
Oh.
Yep.
How did she sound?
So good. Fresh off the win.
Fresh off the boat. Yeah.
She was doing the state fair circuit. Very good.
And then who went to prison in the first season? Who was the runner-up?
Oh, I totally forget this one.
They made a movie together.
Oh, was it Justin?
Justin Giuliani or Justin Guarini, excuse me.
Guarini. Yes, that's it. I can't tell you what he looks like.
He's got curly hair, big smile, highlights.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting into some of the darker years. Season 3, 2004. Who was the winner? I'll give you a hint. It was a female vocalist.
Oh,
a bit of a Disney name, if I may say so.
Yeah.
She
I don't remember.
Okay, well, her name was Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Love her.
Who I don't remember a whole lot about Fantasia.
What? She was great.
I know.
She had that little pixie haircut.
And then...
Wasn't she really tall?
Was she?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just picturing.
I'm not seeing a height listed on her Wikipedia.
We were just young.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think everything looked
TV
big.
was high up.
It actually was so high up. Like, it was insane how high up it was. Yes. It was like so close.
You had a high TV?
Yes. It was in my mom's bedroom. We would watch it together. It was so high up. It was just at the top of her dresser, which is really tall.
All right. Season 4, big star. Who is she? She's kind of a country style lady.
Oh, yeah. Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, I always forget she was an idol.
I forget too.
I know, because
she was the big old horse.
No.
Big old horse and a cherry tree.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Her runner-up is, I'm more of a fan of this guy. He's like a hard rock guy who looks like a pickup artist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Was it Bo Bice or no?
Bo Bice, yes.
Bo, we love Bo Bice.
I was obsessed with that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought that he was kind of funny.
Yeah, Jackie and I used to talk about him so much that our phone started auto-correcting nice to Bice.
Bice.
That's true.
You're like, oh, Bice.
Whoa. Yeah. Wasn't there a guy named Constantine Morales?
Wow, you're opening like sections of my brain that have been closed for so long.
I'm not seeing
and there's Sanjaya.
Whoa, that
Sanjaya
skinny
was
boy.
like a heartthrob.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of these to go through. Catherine McPhee, I thought won, but apparently she lost to this old man who sings blues rock and looks like
Is it not an old man, but it's just a guy with gray hair named Taylor Hicks?
Yep, it is.
You're so good at this. Wow.
I was obsessed with American Idol.
Certificates. My goodness.
I'm going to send you about
10. I
got
the $100.
You do. You got about 10 of these JPEGs coming your way of the certificate.
Line them up.
And ironically, Taylor Hicks' full name is Taylor Reuben Hicks.
No way.
Whoa.
That's like if Kelly Clarkson's name was Kelly Fantasia Clarkson.
It's my favorite sandwich.
Yeah, the whole thing with Taylor was that he was like in his 20s or something, and he had gray hair.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And everybody thought,
sweet.
Yeah.
I guess he was about Yeah,
Or I could be wrong.
29, 30. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Wow.
But he looks
That's cool.
old, and can I just say he has older man energy?
He does.
Where he's like going to a blues fest.
He's dead to me, honestly.
Why? What did he do?
I don't know. I just don't like his vibe.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Just
Fair.
off. Yeah.
I remember I hated him. Yeah.
Just a shout out to the rest of them. David Cook,
Of course.
who won against David Archuleta. I remember that
Yes.
season.
Oh yeah, the two Davids.
My sister went to a David Archuleta concert and she got his like a drumstick from that performance.
Okay.
So we have a David Archuleta drumstick in my parents' house.
That's very cool.
Just saying.
Hang on to that. That's
Yeah.
gonna be worth something one day.
Yeah, I think so too. It's still there. So
Okay. And
just one.
listeners, do not try to dox Jill's parents' house and steal that drumstick.
Allentown, Pennsylvania, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you a hint.
Or do. Good job, actually, Jill. You did great.
You did do
Thank
really
you
good.
so much. I'm really happy to have shown that off.
Oh, I did have a question for you. Unless you have another on this day thing, Paul. I don't know if you do or don't.
That was my big one. I
That was
looked
the big
and it's not a lot else happened. Johnny Cash died on this day.
Rip.
Rest in peace, Johnny.
So Smurfs was your big one?
Smurfs was my big one.
It's a good question.
Big day.
Smurfs is more fun than Johnny Cash.
That's what I thought.
Agreed. Yeah.
True.
But I would say this, that I think if Johnny Cash was still around today, his name might be Johnny Venmo.
Or Johnny Cash App.
Sure.
Johnny Cash App, which I still think is a funnier punchline, but Dan always goes with Johnny Venmo.
Oh, so you've done this before.
Yes, this was not off the cuff.
About 200 times.
Have you tried Zelle? Johnny Zelle?
I don't know
That's
what that
good.
is.
Johnny
Zell's in-
PayPal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zell's what my bank keeps trying to get me to download, and I got too many of these. No more apps
I feel like
from
Zelle
the
is
bank.
a more like professional
It is,
one. Yeah.
Venmo's more casual. I don't appreciate that. I don't like seeing other people being like, I'm paying you back for the pizza, bro.
I see that all the time with producer Paul.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying. I don't like
10
seeing
people giving him money for spaghetti
Because
every day.
I work in an office where we all take turns ordering lunch. And
It's
we order
cool.
lunch every day. We're a group of people who likes to eat out.
Sometimes I'll comment and I'll be like, "Can I get some?" And then his coworkers are like, "What's happening?"
They know you're the janitor there. You just don't come
Why
during
is
the
the
day.
janitor commenting on our Venmo transactions?
Wait, you guys don't feed the janitor?
No, it's fucked up. And they do
I
like
take
golf
care of the
outings and
janitor.
shit. And they don't. I'm like exclusively uninvited. From
First of all,
golf.
you were invited to the golf outing. It was just it was a mistake. I shouldn't have invited you, and I couldn't take you
Whoa.
because there was no room for you.
That's
because
not.
I'm too big.
No, because I wasn't allowed to have a +1. I did say you could come to the spaghetti dinner.
I don't want that. I want to golf with my company crew in a matching polo shirt. But I'm scrubbing
I have
toilets.
never had an office job, and boy, am I glad I haven't. Because listen to this office politics.
It's a
you guys
lot
are
of
talking
drama.
about. Let's talk a little bit more drama here.
Okay.
And by drama, I mean the other side of the theatrical arts, which is music. Drama on one side, that's the frowning mask, and then the smiling mask is for music. Jill,
Oh, I didn't know that.
we're saying that you're on Twitter, that you post every day without fail. One viral tweet after another, right?
Not viral every time, which pisses me off, but I try.
I wanted to ask you about some music because I don't know if it was a true story or not, but you were talking for a minute about going to a Phish concert. Is that right?
Oh, that's so true. Yes.
Okay. Do you mind disclosing a bit if you're at liberty to do so? What were the circumstances and how
Completely at
was
liberty.
the friggin' Phish show?
The circumstances were that my uncle is a deadhead and also he loves Phish, as well as my cousin who is his son. So they go to like every Phish concert in, the Philadelphia, New York area.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they both bought tickets at the exact same time. So for the two of them.
Oh.
So they ended up with 2 extra tickets that they bought. So yes, my uncle messaged me and was like, do you want to go? And I was like, absolutely, I want to go. You kidding me? I've never been.
Yeah.
But I love chaos. I've heard that those shows are insane.
Yeah, you don't know what they're playing.
I could not pass it up. I've never listened to Phish in my life.
Sure.
But I would go to the dead lots before the shows, the Dead and Co. lots, and I would see people do all those nitrous balloons and like fall over and stuff like that.
You did not do nitrous then?
I didn't do nitrous, but that's only because nobody offered it to me.
And I
probably wouldn't have. But
throw in real quick. Thank you. Anti-drug messages here.
Yes.
That I think so. It's your cousin and his dad is your uncle, right?
Yep.
I think a father and son being so excited for the same concert and buying tickets at the exact same time so they can go together is maybe the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
It is the most wholesome thing ever.
Something I will never experience, and that's it.
I mean, if you ever want to go, I'm sure my uncle would take you.
This may be a better question for them than it is you, Jill, but Deadheads, they get that name. Fans of the Grateful Dead, they're called Deadheads. What do you call fans of Phish? Fishmongers?
I actually asked myself that afterwards because I thought that it was. I don't think that there's a word for it.
Well, try it out. Try mongers if they haven't heard it. Fishmongers and mongrels. Yeah.
So we'll get the play-by-play of this. For people that haven't listened to Phish before, they kind of sound like this.
Whoa.
Right? Something like that with blues guitar on top.
If they played that at the concert, nobody would bat an eye. Like they would. I swear to God, it wouldn't have phased anyone.
Yeah, if someone had the duck sounds on their keyboard. Okay, so
Continue.
if some of our listeners might be big jam band fans, I'm sorry if I'm not going to say anything disparaging about that genre. So it's just that a lot of people really don't like it just because of the way the music sounds. But I'm not here to like make fun of it. I'm just saying it's not an area that I've really been familiar. So this is like anthropology for me. So what happens next? You're excited, right? You got your outfit picked out.
Oh yes, I got my tie-dye on. I meet up with my friend from Philadelphia visits me. I live in New York. The show, it was at MSG, and my uncle also said it was a Sunday. He said never miss a Sunday show, and that MSG is Phish's favorite venue to play. And we met up with him. Me and my friend met up with my uncle and cousin, and they said that I guess the guy, what's his name?
Trey
Anastasio.
No, the other guy, Terry. No, what the heck? I'm so upset that I forget his name. But I guess they just have fun. They just jam out the hardest on Sundays.
Cute.
But
Because they're off the clock. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's a guy in the band named John Fishman.
There is, yes.
The drummer, John Fishman.
And
Is that why it's called Phish?
He wears like a dress every show, if I'm not mistaken, or that one long shirt.
Let me see. Yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, it's. You know what?
Like
I'm looking at a big
shirt?
picture of it, and still your guess is as good as mine. You get to MSG. What's the vibe like?
Well, we are at the very top. We are the last row, the highest up. We got drinks with my uncle and cousin beforehand. And I guess the bartender took a while to give us our tab. So we ended up running. So I had to like chase after my uncle and cousin because they did not want to miss the start of the show. It was pretty funny. We get there immediately and they start playing. And me and my friend Tessa are talking amongst ourselves like, oh my God, this is crazy. And the guy in front of us is like, if you girls are going to talk, do you mind moving down?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That happens immediately. Okay. And then my friend and I were like, we were wrong. like we understood actually. Like after a while that we were wrong for talking. We're like, yes, we are being disruptive. These people come here to listen. They don't want to listen to us be like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Wow.
Being girls.
I would have freaked out, so props to you.
I was close to it, but then I was like, no, this is because I did feel the Phish effect where everything I felt united with at the end. Yeah. By the end of that experience, I first of all did not want to leave. I was completely just mesmerized. I loved it. I was a believer, a Phish believer.
Wow. Oh. All right.
Met a lot of fun people in the bathrooms. Me and my friend were right by an elevator, so we would just take the elevator up and down like throughout the show. Just as a fun little.
Did that guy ever get in and he was like, girls, this is an elevator. If you're gonna talk, can you take the stairs?
No, we actually moved from our spot and ended up like standing around and dancing with people.
Oh, okay.
Fun.
It was just the best ever. And then we were walking around Times Square afterwards, and it was pretty surreal.
Yeah. Well,
we did mushrooms. We did a lot of mushrooms.
Oh my God. All right.
I just have to be transparent with you.
Yeah.
Take that out if you want.
No, we're going to turn that part way up. It's going to be the loudest thing in the... We can take it out if you want. We don't want you getting arrested.
Oh, I don't care.
We got a lot of people on the force that listen to this, and then they'll turn you in.
I love that.
Wow. All right. What did they play for like 4 or 5 hours, right?
They played for about 4 hours, and there was an intermission, and then all of like the house lights went up.
Oh.
So you could just see everybody. Like after the first half, it was like abysmal. It was disgusting, honestly.
Scary.
Like people looked disgusting.
Yeah.
This one guy was like snorting something off of his key. It did not look. It looked not. I don't know. It looked crazy.
Story wasn't even drugs. He's just snorting lint from his pocket.
It was like yellow. It was like yellow. I don't know. It wasn't.
I don't know what that would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real drugs.
Real, yeah.
I guess. The drugs we haven't heard of.
That's like when the lights come on in the club. It's 4 a.m. You see everything, and you're just like, ugh. Who have I been?
Exactly what it was like.
Turn the lights on when you want people to leave, not when you're like, we're only halfway through. So
right.
I hope you like what you see.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable.
Any shout outs for any of the people in the bathroom, or was it just kind of general good vibes? Was anyone freaking out?
It was amazing vibes. We were all like laughing, and the girl bathroom thing where it's like you make best friends in the bathroom. It's like such a camaraderie in there. We did like tell this lady, we're like, yeah, it was kind of. We told her it was the first Phish concert, and we said that we had a weird encounter with a man, and she's like, oh, what, did he tell you to stop talking? and then I was like, wait, did you know him? And she's like, no, that's how it is. And I was like, okay.
It's a canon event.
You know what? A couple of thoughts I have is that it's just a little ironic that I know it's such a thing that you make your best friends in the girls' bathroom, because in a men's bathroom is where I've made most of my worst enemies. Second of all, like I said, never really a big Phish listener. I'm more of like a Taylor Hicks kind of guy. But knowing that that's a custom amongst the male audience to get to shush women, I might be going to some Phish shows.
I think you should. You should check out this one song that I became obsessed with after the show, where one of the lyrics is, and we love to take a bath, and everybody sings it. It's called Bathtub Gin.
That's cool. It's like when everyone says the same thing at like a Taylor Swift concert.
Exactly, and I thought that was a funny line for everybody to say at the same time.
Wow.
I kind of want to go to one now.
You should.
I do too, honestly, yeah.
It's a great experience. The music is fine. You know.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
I don't think I'd go for the music.
No, I'm sure it's good though. Like they have to be good at it.
They're amazing. They're amazing. I think you can only see them live to appreciate it. They're really great musicians, but when you listen back, when I tried to listen back on Spotify, and I was like, I gotta turn this off. This is not. Yeah. And it was such a bummer. I wanted my love to have like lasted, like to be strong enough to be able to listen to, but no.
No.
Okay.
The trash.
Yeah. Sometimes you love trash and it's a fleeting, beautiful night in Times Square, and then it's all over and you just shouldn't contact that person anymore, or band, or whatever it is.
I will be back, though. I will be back.
Oh, I believe that. All right, well, should we start going to bed here? What's the deal here?
I'm good.
Jill, is there anything you want to share with the several people that listen to this podcast?
Honestly, that's kind of everything I wanted to talk about. I'm so happy to have been able to talk about my magical, transformative experience at the Phish concert.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And I hope next time you go, you keep it down a little bit.
Yeah, I will keep my mouth shut. I'll tape it shut.
All right.
It is funny to be so high strung in a thing like that. Like, hey, excuse me, I'm here to listen to this. I'm not here to listen to you gals chit chat. So just pipe down and eyes up front, please.
It's probably listening to bootlegs of the previous night's show on the way to the concert. This is a Sunday show though, so it's a little different. All right.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, Jill. This was a
Happy
pleasure.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to all of you.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you.
See you at the next Phish show.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Happy Birthday podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Jackie, some people are trying to listen to the
Patreon,
podcast. Can you?
Twitter, X, Instagram, at the following hashtags: JGF Gang, hashtag This Is Sus, hashtag Australian apostrophe, hashtag Thought Police, THOT, hashtag Future Deaths, hashtag Dang Euros.
And I will say that I pledge to increase the quality of our Twitter account. Maybe Josh should log in there too because he's a funny guy. I don't know, but I know it's been dismal. I apologize for.
I deleted the app off my phone, but I would be open to getting it back.
We could get on that creator fund, start getting some Musk money.
There we go. And
That
to play
Barry
us
Weiss
out,
money.
Oh, actually, to play us out, I could either play Train Blues again or.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The gestures have spoken.
It's so good. It's so good because Train is so good. On the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know.
Hey, soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey,
My bald spot is popping.
I'm so obsessed. My heart is bound to beat right out my untrimmed chest. I believe in you like a virgin young Madonna, and I'm always gonna
Shout out Madonna.
blow your mind.
Is this you on guitar for real?
That part is, yeah. The rest of it is just YouTube backing track, but that's me playing slide guitar on top.
So, sister, I've got Mr. on the radio. Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey, so, sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, so, sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do
Tonight.
A pasty full of cum.
I want spaghetti.
Sorry, Tony.
I want garlic bread. I want ravioli. I want lasagna. I want to have a good time with
I
my
want
cousins at
lasagna.
your restaurant. Do you understand?
I do want this song.
Listen.
Happy birthday.